Hello, YouTube. Welcome on in to HSR 3.4 story quest. Nevertheless, let's get into it. Yep, because I still remember what happened, and we're left at a cliffhanger with Lygus and Cyrene. Hopefully all my volumes sound good.
With the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Please stay close to us. We need to rendezvous with Lord Don Hung.
We will do everything in our power to clear the path for you.
Okay.
There he is! Lord Don Hung!
Quick, we must assist him!
What are you doing here?
We are under Lord Finan's orders to escort both of you to safety, no matter the cost. Leave this to me and the Holy City Guards. Zeph, take them and go.
Wait, Namasini. That black-clad swordmaster. Something seems off.
At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place, not moving at all. Like
Weird.
some kind of omen. No! Don't get too close. That thing's black flames are burning hot. I don't know what's happening, but leaving is the best option.
I don't know which demigod graced us with this miracle. Please, come with us.
Okay.
Finan, is he going to be alright?
Believe in his resolve to save Akama.
The Flame Reaver isn't pursuing us.
We can't stay here for long. Lady Trinan's sentry gate is just outside the city. Let's keep moving.
I feel the same. Someone should stay and... For now, let's get back in contact with the Express and plan our next move.
On that note, I have a proposal.
Is that Screwlum?
Who's there?
I hope to convey a message to the two nameless.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Screwlum?
Who are you? Stand down. I order you.
It's okay, guard. This one is not our enemy.
It has been a while, nameless of the Astral Express. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one from harming you.
Oh, so he helped. Okay.
So it was you.
Indeed. Madame Herta invited me to meet with you, nameless. Rest assured.
Okay.
You two know this anti-Cathiran? Does he come from the same people as Counselor Lygus?
Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblaze. Would you mind giving us a moment to speak in private?
Of course. We'll wait nearby. Please.
Yep, will do.
I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black-clad one in place. Time is limited, so I'll keep this brief. The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memoria, an experimental field of a certain eon. And now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
There was a theory of that. Okay.
Destruction.
Conclusion. If Amphorius continues unchecked on this course, a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis, and emerge from the surging tides. The cosmos as we know it will suffer irreversible consequences.
Okay.
The disaster that this Lord Ravager intends to trigger may be far more severe than the Law Fu's Stellaron crisis, the Eon of Erudition.
Oh.
Putting aside the complex
I
details
just got
of the
chills.
influences
I don't know
involved,
why.
I have a request to make. For one of you nameless to stay behind on Amphorius, acting as an informant, in order to prevent the wrath of destruction. This world is enveloped in a firewall that defies explanation, and the flow of time here is also different from reality. Madame Herta and I can only tear open a gap and project images inside. However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of...
Mr. Screwlum, I believe you. So I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. As Amphorius is already facing its end, how can we guarantee the safety of the person who...
Look at this, if you would.
Oh, is that a die? I'm trying to remember what it's called.
This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor.
Oh, okay.
The two
Never
of you
not
may
a
view
curio.
it as a kind of space
Oh, well,
anchor
it is
in
curio.
the world of erudition.
Okay.
As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis.
Okay.
When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses. May only be held by one person. The connection being interfered with. Decide quickly as possible. 2 final 1 Intellitron named Ligus, possibly the primary culprit behind everything. 2 Bertha discovered a clue. Miss March has already been drawn into Amphorius.
I'm calling it Cyrene has something to do with March, or it's or Mem has something to do with March. Well, maybe not Mem, but Cyrene would make sense.
Hold.
March.
It's freezing. Hold on. Am I dreaming? Everything's spinning.
I'm glad to hear
I can
the
see
VAs though.
Webaboos flying around.
I'm actually happy to hear that.
But I was literally just talking to Himeko. How did I... When did I... That's it. He warned me about this place right before Klipoth glimpsed him.
Oh.
Oh no. Have I accidentally walked onto some weird path? Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing hold up. No way! Stepping onto the path of elation can't be this simple. Right?
Child of remembrance.
Remembrance. Okay.
Step forth into the depths of the path space.
Who's there? Hey, cut it out. If you're there, just come out and talk, okay? You're freaking me out. I can't even think straight. Hold on. Is that a gate?
Cast aside your fears. Step forward through the gate of memory.
The voice.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh no, don't fall for it. They're lying to you. Turn back now.
You can't even turn back.
Wait, Master Diviner? From the Wafu? Foosh? Master Diviner, what brings you here? And you, Miss Messenger. Do I know you from somewhere?
Good to see you again, March. A pleasure to see you, Miss March.
That's it. Master Diviner used the Matrix of Pressure. And you, Miss Messenger. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future.
Your memory serves you well.
March, I conducted some experiments with the six-phase ice you left thanks to the Garden of Recollection. The Matrix of Prescience has made a breakthrough in extrapolating the past. Now,
the Master Diviner is right. Continue down this path, and you'll be able to find your lost memories since we last met. You've grown much alongside the Trailblaze. You should be strong enough now to bear the weight of your past.
Well, there goes my Ice Princess fairy tale. I need to know, Master Diviner, Miss Messenger, if this is real, why are
the situation is dire. Your lost memories.
She's right. The Garden of Recollection's existence hangs on your memories.
the Garden of
You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now, but in time, you'll understand. Your destiny and the path of remembrance are extremely close. Now go.
So, I just...
This way, March. Your past awaits beyond the gate of memory.
Feel like something's not right here.
Stop! They're just mimicking people from your memories!
That's Mem.
Voice again. Don't let those bad people deceive you! The gate. Now it's... you two? Hey guys!
March! There you are.
Finally.
Still not used to the new VA.
The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you.
Traveling's no fun without you around.
Well, duh! What's Team Trailblaze without its star member? Wait a sec. You might look...
We understand your confusion. The Garden's allies helped us establish this neural link to reach you.
the Garden's allies.
Yes. She helped...
Find your past. Wake up. And
That sounds really tempting.
Trust in yourself, March. Follow us. Let's... Step into your past, March. Find your true self.
Wait up! Slow down! Those words sound so sweet. At last, I finally caught up.
Oh, okay, Cyrene? Hello?
Hey. Are you alright?
Is it just me or is Cyrene really short?
I'll be...
And it
okay.
sounds so like Mem.
Just not used to running around. Say, Marge, got a moment
She
to
is
talk
short.
before you make your decision? Wait, that was you? Pushing the gate away?
Yep, named Cyrene. It means ripples of past reverie. Easy to remember, right? Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we?
Yeah. Your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine.
And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence.
Wow, you're quite the smooth talker. But I can't disagree. Wait, you know my name is March? Have we met?
No, but I've witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through, which is why I don't want to see you exploited or hurt.
You know what I'm going through?
I know, because I've been exactly where you are. This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely remember what time feels like anymore. But there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't give you what you want.
You mean those people? They're lying? Luring?
Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories, using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate a young girl's feelings like that? If you go through that door, the worst case scenario is you'll become their pawn, losing control over your own fate forever.
You've seen what's on the other side?
I may be stuck here with missing memories like you, but I still recall fragments of my homeland where I grew up.
ID's Elysiae?
That door leads to Amphorius. Trust me, it's anything but welcoming. For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely. So I had to try and stop you.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe. But the fact that you're here, putting in all this effort to warn me, that means something. Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world?
It's really easy, actually. Just turn around and walk away from this place.
Tried that.
The girl cannot be trusted. Through the door, save the garden. Both of you, children of remembrance.
They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. The return journey could take ages, longer than most lives. But that path will lead you home.
Thank you, Cyrene. I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius.
Wait, what?
Don't worry. I believe you. It's just that he's right beside my friends. Two of my closest friends are already on their way to Amphorius. They may seem capable. They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me. That's why I need to go through. Amphorius or not. When the three of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle. We'll explore, understand, establish, and connect. After that, we'll find our way home together.
This girl.
I see. You've got people who mean the world to you, too. That is so heartwarming. March, if that's what you've decided, you have my full support. Birds of a feather we are. Looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts of fire.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Well then, I guess this is it. Do you think we'll see each other again?
Who knows? But don't worry about me. After all this time here, I've grown quite used to chatting with my imaginary friends.
Since Amphorius is your homeland, if there's a way to help you, Mike...
Then I'll look forward to that day. Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one.
You okay there, friend?
Hold on, give me 1 minute.
Something seems to be bothering you.
The vortex of Genesis.
Wait, why are we back here?
We made it back. Even this place has changed. Finan.
If anything, he's the one worried about you. But if what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphorius is dead like how you and Don Hung treasured the Express. Right. Time to see the last.
Lygus.
There's Finan! And wait.
Lygus? Remember.
And you, Lord.
None of that matters now. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos and usher in the first ray, is it truly you?
With one last chance to turn back, how befitting of a trailblazer. As our world nears its end, the ones who walk the infinite paths have embraced as the Theoros. It is my duty to witness the world, the trial of world-bearing, the ritual. Ah, I see. So you met my kindred spirit before I could erase his traces.
Partner, what are you saying? I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikytheran know so much about Lord Lygus? How much do you truly know about Era Nova?
Very well. I need no longer maintain this Theoros masquerade. As you know, when the old gods fell, someone had to bear their broken pillars to fill the vacant seats. Yet, for Kephales's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has forever been non-existent. For the world precisely, the Era Nova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. While the sacrificial journeys of other demigods conclude in this world, carefully must shoulder the gods' core flames, bear the memories of all worlds, and stand until the next world, when the black tide consumes the bearer, and all that they carry, leaving nothing behind.
Unless their core flame finds a new bearer.
The holy flame that illuminates all worlds rests in your hands. All that remains is one choice. Nurture it, pass it on to future generations, or extinguish it here, Deliverer. The fate of all worlds rests in...
Enough testing. But before I ignite the dawn of the next world, you need to promise me something.
Speak your term.
Promise me this. Professor Anax's vision of the new world is absolute. The world will be reborn from my friends. The fallen demigods. They shall transcend the cycle.
Of course.
Good. But promise me that the Trailblazer can return safely to his homeland.
My apologies, but I cannot promise this. As you mentioned, his bonds with this... Well, I stand corrected. An outsider like him does have ways to defy destiny.
Thank you, my friend. For everything you've done for this world.
As the Theoros, I declare, Amphorius has determined her path.
This is her?
Step forward, heroes. Follow her path and see it through. Behold, oh gods, Amphorius has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova, the radiant soul, has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride.
He is the pure child, walking upon the path of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Where?
He is the first to be born, first to be named among the nameless.
Eternal in form, limitless in reach. He treads the endless night underfoot.
Greatest of kings, protector of the displaced, raising humanity's children above their adversaries.
The firmament of molten gold courses through his very bones and flesh.
The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and words.
In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world, he shall wash himself clean.
There. Finish what we first and last wished for. To write an ending unlike any before. For this world we so deeply love.
Come, partner. The time has come for us all to face or embark on one final.
Oh, cutscene.
Enter. The hero's journey reaches its end, and the truth behind the errand is about to be revealed.
What are you up to?
Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed. This is about the nature of Amphorius itself, a story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad topic this is.
Herta in the background?
Where shall we start? Got it. Let's start at the very beginning. The Big Bang. The birth of particles.
Okay.
The
And
emergence of all things. Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter, all concepts exist solely because we perceive
He talks
them.
too slow.
This is
I'm just gonna read it.
the erudition. Without it, as your acquaintance, Lord Anaxagoras, suggested, everything oh, how beautifully it aligns, revealing universal. But you'll remember, even as the embodiment of reason.
If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
As sages across ages have asked the gods, what is the prime mover of life? But let's set aside the gross teachings for now. Look further, past Amphorius, to what they call, do you know of the scholar's strife? During that grand yet brutal war, waged in the name of erudition, a genius's legacy was abandoned. The scepters, a macrocosmic computational array beyond
the
mortal comprehension.
King Rupert's scepters.
To emulate the Eon's thoughts, it became part of the Eon's.
Oh, so this is them explaining more about the Prince Rupert, or not Prince, King Rupert's scepter
body neurons
from the Divergent Universe lore.
But regrettably, as everyone knows, but what nobody knows is that, though forgotten, they never stopped seeking the divine answer. A question that
oh wait, no, it's not a king.
war and disaster, stumping even the greatest minds. Now, what if, hypothetically, a scepter, if through endless solitary extrapolations in the cosmic cold, the one deemed as a failure by the Eon of erudition, found proof through the ages? What would happen? Perhaps the answer is simpler than you'd think. From a perishing neuron devolved into true life. Read this is a tale from the distant past, unknown to all, even unheard by the greatest geniuses. Now, let's leave the Scepter's story here, returning to where we began. What is the prime mover of life?
Let's see.
Actually, you know the answer better than you realize.
Really?
It's been by your side, accompanying you throughout this long journey. Right now, it awaits you ahead. In that brave new world, beyond the end of Genesis.
Oh. Fine.
Take this wish with you. Be the one who begins it all. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks.
Okay.
Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders until the Ashen Hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn.
Strange. Like I've dreamed this before, but it all slips away when I wake. Only a voice remains. What? Ah, it's you. Whoops, I fell asleep there. What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look, perfect sunshine. The day is still young. Let's go find Cyrene, partner. We promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. It's right about time. Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first. I'll hang around here.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? This is Ide Celestii, home of the nameless hero who carried Kephale's core flame. When he was young and innocent,
Arnon's
he had
home.
heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron, pretending the straw dummy propped up by a wooden pole was a giant, dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world. Sharp as ever. Indeed, these memories you witness are the first steps of his journey. These are his first memories. Rather than watching, why not join in? Become his lifelong closest friend, witnessing his hero's journey from the best. Questions, questions. Many mysteries lurk in this village beneath the veil of Evernight. Your questions will find answers.
Okay.
As the story.
I guess, let's, find out. Any chests? No chests? Can go this way. Let's see. Oh. Isn't that Nameless, the song? I skipped dialogue. They shouldn't let you do that. Okay. Whoops.
Found you. That's...
goodness! Look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled. Hmm? I knew it was you.
Something wrong? What do you see?
Oh, nothing much. Just... Look at you, leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a tree again?
I feel like it's Mem.
Or was it the wheat fields this time? At least brush yourself off before wandering around.
Come on, I'm not a kid anymore. You're the only one who still treats me like one.
Sure, sure. You may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity, I'm leagues ahead of you. Still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters? That's the kind of thing kids do, not grown-ups. Don't you agree? And since you're playing along with his antics, who are you pretending to be today?
Today, he's going with
Let's go.
Invincible Galactic Baseballer.
Switching roles again? What happened to being the valiant hero from a distant shore who made that solemn pact?
Spare me. Can we not bring this up? Speaking of which, what about those oracle cards? We haven't done divination in forever. Why the
I was just about to tell you. Earlier, well, there was this mysterious voice in my dream, calling out for something.
Wait, you had that?
Yes. You too? That would explain this lingering sense, which made me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Ornyx prophecies were always hit or miss.
Yeah, all the kids would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. If you just redo it when you don't like the result, what's the point of divination?
Ah, the blessing of childhood. Believing the gods might not notice our little corner of ID Silicii. Still, fate is absolute. After all, we never really know just how far into the future the prophet.
Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and look for those oracle cards. Now, where did we hide those?
I can think of a few spots. Let's go check it out. In a village this size, I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid them.
Mm-hmm. Time must be keeping them safe for us.
It's mine! I caught it fair and you did not! Finan! Cyrene! Come quick! Look at the—
Give it here! My rod, my catch!
What's got you two so worked up? Here.
It's
Wait a second. This is my old wish in a bottle. How did it end up here?
Ooh, I wanna see what a little fun—
Not happening. This stays.
Kiso! Livia! Dinner's ready!
Coming, Mom!
Finally, I'm starving! See you later!
You know what's funny? I really thought tossing that bottle into the sea would carry our wishes beyond ID Silicii. Maybe even bring something back to us. Never thought the waves would end up pushing it back. Kind of disappointing, isn't it?
In the sun The scent of ripened wheat. They've...
My unfinished little soldier? After all these years... Hey, this is the one Mrs. Pythias confiscated. Finally back in my hands.
He is so short.
Finan,
Compared.
Cyrene, where are you
She's so
two
small.
headed?
Speak of the devil. Mrs. Pythias.
No classes today. This morning, I used fallen leaves for a reading, seeking Orynyx's wisdom. They warned of potential injuries, so I gave everyone a holiday. Besides, it's harvest season. There's plenty of other work to be done.
With you being our only teacher in ID Silicii, you must be working so hard.
Anything for my students. I don't mind the work. When you travel far from here, you must visit the Grove of Epiphany for me, to see what a true haven of wisdom looks like. By the way, what are you looking for in here? You've been searching quite thoroughly. Is this a toy? Really now, aren't we past the age for these?
She doesn't remember, huh? Oh, this little...
All right then, I should be going. It might rain tonight, so don't stay out too late.
So this is where the wooden figurine you carved during class ended up. And here I thought I knew all your hiding spots.
To be honest, I'd forgotten all about it myself.
No sign of the oracle cards. Let's see. Ah, there's one place we haven't checked yet.
Well, those were the days. We don't...
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. You were such mischief makers. Just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing up unexpectedly. Right? Maybe it's you.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes. They never take the beaten path.
Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many spots to check, where should... Leaves have taken over the courtyard.
I know. We wouldn't want your clothes getting dirty.
That's not what I meant at all.
All right, let's split up. I'll handle the yard. You check the upper floor.
I wonder what the view's like from up there.
I wonder how
Worth checking out.
juice with milk would taste.
Huh? Aren't you supposed to be looking for the oracle cards? Why are you questioning this? That's still fine on. Oh, are we gonna get the chance to talk to her now?
The girl before you carries an air of... You can't help but wonder. Could there...
The view here hasn't changed a bit. You know, besides the swing under the big tree, this has to be my favorite spot in all of ID Silicii. You can't help but want to hum one of those old songs we used to sing. Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow? They always said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies as a child. But here's the thing. The more divinations I do, the more doubt creeps in. I want to believe the prophecies, but actually leaving ID... Where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder?
Here they are, the oracle cards.
Guess reminiscing makes us take our time, doesn't it? There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts.
Here it is.
Sure, I'm not gonna talk.
This is the box where we kept the cards.
But the cards are gone.
Huh? What's this underneath?
Music? Cool.
I see now. Those sneaky little ones.
Ah, the ones from Membrance Maze, you mean?
Yep. Let's head to the back of the court.
The entrance should be around here somewhere.
Right here. The path to the maze is hidden under all these weeds. It's been too...
Did you forget? We used to visit
Wait,
them all the time.
Membrance? Mem?
All right, let's do this. These weeds need to go.
I'm calling it. Mem's gonna be in here. Or something.
Sure this is it? Should be this way. There it is! The entrance! That hollow in the tree.
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow, you'll reach their dwelling. The membrane.
I wonder if I can still...
Maybe worry more about whether the fairies will let you in. After all, the Membrance Maze has an invitation.
Lead the way then, partner. Regardless, how about we try getting...
After you, then.
What? Oh, sure.
So hasty. Looks like it's just us now. Care to finish that chat? To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, my intuition became even more certain. Perhaps when we step into the maze again after all these years, the wheels of fate will finally start turning.
Welcome in, Izumi.
Oh,
In the
it's
newest
just
story.
a girl's intuition. It might not mean anything. But you know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers the world, if we're together, there's nothing to worry about, right? So, if you're willing... Forget it. If the wheels do begin to turn, that's when I'll make my request.
I made it! Oh, that wasn't easy. I can't remember the last time I came here.
Wait a minute. Are you? Look who it is! Rini and Snowy! Wow! Look who's finally back, Memmy!
That's not Mem, though. Yeah, but that's not Mem, though. That's a different
Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing.
and different voice.
I couldn't even tell it was you at first.
We had to grow up.
But look at Rini. She hasn't changed one bit. How fascinating.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh Mem.
Really,
Just
Mem.
another fairy of the maze.
An organization? Hardly. They're not that organized. Doly Mem, Rayleigh Mem, Mealy Mem, Folly Mem. I've missed these cute little troublemakers. We used to gather around the fire, singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys.
Oh, how could you, Snowy? You swore you wouldn't forget about us. But you were gone so long, you almost did.
Oh, he's just copying those bards from his stories, being all melodramatic. He couldn't forget about you all, even if he tried. Actually, we're here for the oracle cards. Have you seen them?
Oh, the Chief asked us to get those.
Chief? You mean Dolimem? What do they need the cards for? If they want a reading...
Oh, I'm not sure. But Chief specifically wanted to meet with you all. Let's see. They should be... That's it! This way, everyone! Watch your step. The trunk's slippery. Chief! Reenie and Snowy have...
Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow? In Membrance Maze depths we seek to find the answers. Welcome back, my dear children.
Pink ones? That's strange. I don't recall any.
Oh, Chief. You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, no need to fuss, my child. You haven't forgotten, have you? As long as our songs are sung, the children of the maze will live on. Just as our paths stay forever linked. Here, take it. I'm sorry I had to resort to such methods to bring you here.
My book of oracle cards.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for keeping it safe. You know, you can always just ask if you want me to divine something.
Still, bringing us here like this after so long.
Yes, the Veil of Evernight whispers to us once more. It tells of a new fairy who will soon enter. Indeed, every time a new fairy arrives in the maze, it means that beyond the veil, in the vast lands, far from Ides Elysiae, a great calamity is on the horizon.
But if that's the case...
We'll have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in Ides Elysiae just to be safe. That's a good point. But what difference could Cyrene and I make?
We weren't planning to be gone for long. Just enough time to hone our abilities. Finan would train in Castrum Kremnos. Well, then we'd return to Ides Elysiae to help...
It's okay. I can still practice my swordplay here. Some things you can, well... probably.
That's not very convincing. Here's a thought. Let's have Cyrene do a reading. If fate wishes to...
But what if we don't like what the cards... Never thought of doing it that way before. Thanks, partner. We'll do it your way. Whatever the cards show.
Ask with a true heart and truth. Close your eyes. And let's open the oracle. Let your thoughts flow like stars drifting on the river. Carried now. Shall we begin? Oh. Oh my. Very well. Let's... Behold, the Weaver. It connects the romantic threads of the chrysalis of gold.
A dance of thread and blade set the stage.
Such elegance. Such high state.
Ah, the traveler. Our little trickster. Always hiding behind other cards. Over here! Or perhaps...
Safer.
here.
Gotcha! You'll have to be quicker than that.
A teasing voice. Just like a child playing hide and seek. Surely only a master of mischief could pick up this card.
The ruler stands
Mighty.
for discipline, authority, and glory, but frequently also points to isolation and warfare.
Even should you pledge your loyalty to me as the last sovereign, the glory shall be mine and mine alone. He who has slain a king can no longer bear the title. Let the withering lion walk his last path alone.
Is this showing us a ruler whose stories of such bloodshed like this feel so different from Heidi's Elysiae? But they sure can stir the imagination.
This
Trivi?
is the
Or
gatekeeper
Tribios?
who guides people to their true path.
We have surrendered our countless senses, dedicating ourselves to the sacred whispers.
Wait. It almost feels like I can hear the echoes within a temple. And are those children singing? It feels overwhelmingly solemn, yet strangely comforting.
This card, the servant, is surprisingly light,
Casterus?
bearing the cool scent of Antilla flowers. It symbolizes new life and hope, yet often brings to mind these precious flowers I care for with my own hands. Are they
It sounds so solemn, yet tinged with an inescapable sorrow.
The humble healer may seem gentle in hue, but its courage matches any other, strong enough to
I will do my best to help you mend all fractures and let sunlight shine on every corner of the world.
I see. Okay.
Make a pinky promise with me. No more going back on your word.
Hey, this card really speaks to me. It makes me want to protect as much as I possibly can. Still, protecting everything, everywhere, seems like a dream. What amazing power would you need for that?
Behold the scholar, bearer of many
An
names.
Axa?
The grand magician, the great performer, the eye of wisdom, and the defiler of...
Oh, there's just one card. With all those titles, I was expecting a whole deck.
A dromus draped in finery will suffice. It's succinct enough to best summarize my true nature.
Wait, what's with that condescending tone? It's almost as if it knows what we're about to say.
The classic Naxa.
The Deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means absolute harmony and perfection. In fact, it's the only oracle card without a dark side.
What, no divine whispers this time?
Oh, silly. This is simply the
sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting
More like it, okay.
welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver, Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler, Servant, Healer. Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger than he'd ever imagined. They brought tales of raging battles, of cities crowned in holy light, and of wonders beyond his understanding. Once, these were just images on his friend's oracle cards, and yet destiny now stirs in resonance with the maze. And now, they are right in front of one's eyes.
The Deliverer?
Ah, my child. It seems you're destined to bear the wishes of many.
Bear their...
Yes. Just like Kefali. Standing eternal.
My parents... They only wished for me to grow up... well, to help around the village. Stay out of trouble. Mrs. Pythias wished for more books in her little schoolhouse. Wanted us to all learn and grow. And little Piso, he wants to grow up strong like his father. To become a hunter. Is that my purpose? To fulfill their wishes?
Perhaps. For a true deliverer, such wishes are but droplets in an ocean. After all, Kefali bears the weight of the entire world.
Right. How could any human possibly measure up to a Titan?
I wonder too. Perhaps...
What's this?
What you see are futures written in the cards. Or rather, sometimes fate can guide us when we're lost. Let's consult fate itself. Maybe then we'll know why we must take this path. And learn just how many burdens one must bear to become a true
Let's go to casters. Hyacinth and Cypher.
Well, well, if it isn't our little deliverer. My wish.
Just let me wine and dine and soak up the sun for another millennium or two. I mean, what's the point of dying rich if you never lived rich?
Classic Cypher.
Right, Princess Homebuddy?
Cypher, that's not how I see it. My one wish is to find that missing piece in my life. To feel someone's embrace once more. For someone with all those treasures behind your divine power, you've led a pretty cheap life.
Ouch! Where did that come from? Right for the jugular, huh? What about our friend from the Grove?
My wish came true before I touched the sky. I transformed my healing power into gentle sunlight, distributing it equally to every life I cherished and loved.
You two are so selfless, aren't you? No surprise Aglaya wanted you for the flame. You know what? I did have one wild dream. To know what it feels like being born a noble. Just think, if I traded places with that seamstress, me in the mansion, her on the streets.
Doesn't sound like an easy task. Warm embrace, equal healing, and perhaps living free. They're all wishing for a kinder world in their own way.
Let's do Aglaya and Tribios.
Personal
Or
wishes.
Tribby.
I have none. Only the Aranuva matters. The world's rebirth. Yet, these crawling parasites have no place in Akama. Especially not under the deceitful claim of human rule.
That noble lady, the way she speaks, it's like... That's exactly the feeling I'm getting.
Teacher, perhaps you could share your wishes with us?
Oh, Snowy. You want to know about our wishes now? I wish to meet Trian again. In the sea of flowers where the west wind ends.
No. Where?
And Aggie, I want to see you shed that golden thread cocoon around your heart. Just once more. Smile at us again like that bright-eyed girl in white who stood before the Yanisopolis temple. Finally, I pray that the footsteps of lost souls no longer wander aimlessly. Instead, replaced by the bright songs of prayer. Are we wishing for too much? Well, let's say these 3 wishes represent Trian and Trinan too.
Oh no, aware.
Those wishes are truly wonderful. They even stir something deep inside me.
Then we can rest easy. Because
Only...
Mark these words, Snowy. Tomorrow.
Not to see you tomorrow.
Mark these words, Snowy. See you tomorrow.
Aware. Let's go over here.
Finan, my student. Listen well. I detest the word wish. It reeks of mortals crawling before their gods. My life's work is done. All that remains is for you to take the final step and prove the ultimate truth. I, Anaxagoras, shall become a god of the new world. Through irrefutable logic, I will prove that mortal wisdom can achieve divine greatness.
Isn't he... You know, I mean, I just daydream about hero stories, but he's fantasizing about becoming a titan? Well, that's... something. Could I ever be that sure of myself?
The place is very pretty.
Finan, since when did you become so timid, asking such juvenile questions about wishes?
What's that supposed to mean? What's with that condescending... No way I become friends with this half-naked show-off, right? Just what kind of life am I going to lead?
What are you mumbling to yourself now? The wishes of the Kremnon warriors are done, but I survived 1,000 deaths only to fall to a coward's blade. That masked flame reaver who struck from behind. Finan... Never mind. That blank look tells me you're completely lost. My wish is simple. One honest duel. Face to face, blade to blade. Then I'll strip away that mask with my own hands.
Nothing but violence and vengeance. This person's wish is nothing short of brutal. Still, those eyes burn with the noble pride I've read about.
Okay. Let's go back to Cyrene, I guess.
So tell me, has the uncertainty in your heart...
So many faces in my future. So many wishes. Still, why would fate choose to show us this path?
What's weighing on your mind?
Didn't you say disaster would strike Amphorius? If so, shouldn't Cyrene and I stay in Ides Elysiae? How could we possibly meet all these people? Our secluded village as humanity's last haven. That makes sense. Cyrene, may I have...
Of course. But why?
Although those voices, visages, and wishes may seem far away now, I can't ignore the sense that something is calling me, bidding me to take a hold of it. Maybe...
And accept this gift. Oracle cards carrying time's wisdom, blessed by Orynyx. May they journey with you, become your memories, and spark rippling waves of change.
I'll hold these words close to my heart. But now that I'm holding them...
Uh-oh.
What? What's happening?
Everyone, we've got big trouble, Mimi! Burning, smoke everywhere. It's all coming from beyond the maze.
What's going on?
It's here. The seeds of disaster have already taken. This time, not even the Veil of Evernight can shield us.
You mean... Ides Elysiae will be swept up in the prophesied catastrophe?
I'm afraid so. My children, take shelter in the Membrance Maze. One step outside, and this horror will consume you both.
But my parents... The whole...
Are we facing the three titans of calamity?
This is beyond any titan. Beyond any danger you could overcome with strategy. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never bleed nor cry. The Black Tide. That's what this calamity truly is. It consumes all in its path, sparing none but the Membrance Maze.
Not even titans can...
Yes. So please, don't leave this forgotten realm the gods abandoned. We don't wish for you to throw your lives away.
Finan, what path do we take?
I learned the sword to protect those close to me. If I run now, I'll never be worthy of living.
Then we know what we must do.
Indeed, our friend is right. We must take... Forgive me, Chief, but Ides Elysiae needs us. And as her child, I must act.
Very well. Make sure you protect yourself.
With me, Cyrene. Even without a sword, I'll take a rake. Even with the roughest steel, I'll keep our home safe.
Deliverer, the card's truth extends beyond its mere literal. Not someone perfect from the start, standing high, but one who starts small, from a humble village, expanding their world within step by step. When we were little, I told him I wished this world would never need a deliverer. Now that wish has shattered. Yet I'm glad. And all of this happened because you believed in him, friend. Shall we? It's only when you're by our side that Finan and that our hearts find their courage. I know you're watching us right now, aren't you, great hero from the future?
Oh, deliverer. Such cruel irony. Though destined to bear the world's burden, this boy can... Follow their path. Bear witness as this man forever did not watch this memory play out its final act. Then you'll see why his dream of a sun red as blood, wheat fields turning to dust, and in the heart of it all, a village aflame. In that moment, The boy stood in what felt like the end of existence itself.
Oh.
These creatures. Someone. Anyone. Where are you? No. It can't be. You. Are you talking to me?
Was that the kid that was on the dock?
No. Olivia.
It was.
I should have known. Please. Stop. Please stop.
Oh. That was really loud.
Olivia. I'm so sorry. And these monsters. Why? Why is this happening?
When the black tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together they ran toward their first in the far-off future. The land of Amphorius would bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, he would inscribe, and when dawn broke over scorched earth, a boy, covered in wounds, buried the dead one by one. His home, his past, his name, all buried beneath the soil. His feet carried him forward, over the pillar of stone, beyond the chalice of plenty, through the deadly fogs of the Hand of Shadow. He wandered without direction, like a withered leaf drifting in the wind. Through countless city-states, the smiling visage of the white-haired swordsman was etched into memories. Yet he did not walk without purpose. Deep in his heart, a voice always guided him forward to fulfill the wishes he had inherited, to brave peril, and to do all that was within. Those words his friends spoke long ago, when his journey began, lingered.
Protect those who must be protected.
The words were few, but they gave him all the certainty he needed.
That's what it means to be ordinary and choose to be more.
Onward he walked, until the call of the flame chase journey thundered across the land. In the vision...
Yet losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
The voice within spoke, and he...
No matter. My existence is of no consequence.
When the Gold Weaver called, he answered, traveling to the holy city. There the elders met his warrior's spirit, with nothing but scorn, condemning him to the barracks in derision. No one saw it coming. Not the world, not even him. Yet, this and there, at last, he found the ones who would walk his path, right beside him.
This is the Abyss of Fate. Hold on. Finance here too? And is that Mighty and Trinan?
And now, Act 2 of our immersive drama unfolds.
They're evacuating the temple. Why now? Are you insane? That blonde man is the Crown Prince of Krymnos. Mess with him, and every last person in this city could wind up dead.
Calm yourselves. The Holy Maiden has everything under control. We need only wait patiently.
Behold, it is the month of Gate, light calendar 4926. The Crown Prince of Krymnos, Midimos, has led his forces to the gate. As you know, though Midimos was proud, he did not engage in needless violence. He challenged the elders of Akama to a duel, not for glory, but for the rights and dignity of his people, to ensure they wouldn't live as second-class citizens in foreign lands. After Aglaya's mediation, Finan met Midimos' challenge as the Elder's representative. This duel was to change the course of the Flame Chase journey itself. So, as Finan's most important companion, his lifelong friend, please.
Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantin shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that has more weight than the fate of the world.
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test our convictions? Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Walk away, and I'll spare your life. Otherwise, come and face me. I'll give you a warrior's death.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn that has stumbled into some greater political game.
Every hero was once a child, and every child must grow.
That's so. I don't even know why I'm standing here right now. Look at me. Just a common soldier. Since swordsmanship won't decide the winner, Lady Goldweaver should be here instead. My devotion...
What if we told you this duel isn't about winning or losing, but rather in the choice you make?
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me?
Every Chrysocer is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. And you and the Crown Prince of Kremnos are both a part of the prophecy. What the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning. So, listen to your heart. We wish only to hear your answer.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what the result is. I'll give it everything I have.
Spoken like a Chrysosaur. Now go, Finon. Your journey has only just begun.
That's right, comrade. It's time for us to teach that proud prince a lesson together. Me? With him? Don't joke around like that.
We're not.
Still, on the topic of the Temple of the Three Fates, here we are, at the Temple of the Time Titan. And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. We haven't really had much contact since I set out. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go, comrade. It's not every—
What's going on? Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how is that possible? Wasn't she... Of course, Lycus disappears right when I need answers. Forget it. I need to catch up with Finon first.
Amazing. Talantin may have fallen, but their scales remain true to their purpose.
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, the punishment for profaning a duel with such crooked words is impalement. But as we're in foreign lands, I'll indulge you. The signet of Kremnos, the crown jewel of our people. That's my choice.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager.
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour? Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees. Let alone a nobody like you.
So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will eventually shoulder.
Well, that's easy for you to say. I'm just a holy city guard. Don't you think this is a little... Now, this is a tough one. Well, comrade, what does your... Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, there's the deliverer. Not up just thinking about how my village was. Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. But here and now, this car. It's everything I have left. Nothing weighs heavier.
Perhaps that itself is the answer.
Is it Trivius or is that Cyrene?
Finon?
It's so nice to see you all again. Lady Trinan, Finon, and... hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise.
Why so surprised? could it be? Did you miss me?
Cyrene? This is incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you...
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here.
That's Cyrene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscence.
Still playing house, boy?
You get the idea.
Quite the hothead. You know, you two just might get along. Don't worry. You already know what the answer is. If that's your choice, I am with you. I am with you because I remember it all too. The fields of Ide Silicii, those red pain speaks for itself. Our hometown may have been just... But that's not enough, Finan. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable warrior, what you need now is victory. You can't just stack the scales with your past suffering. You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well.
The future? What do you mean?
Maybe that was a bit too cryptic for you. Why not have our mutual friend here stand on the scales with the deliverer? How about it? Can you help? Relax.
Let's... The fate of Akuma hangs on this duel. I must claim victory. I will stake everything I have. Let's. Together we'll prove that what weighs more is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past.
Okay, the scale's gonna tip.
Talantin, the fair, the just, in the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates, lower...
Your offering is...
Yes, a flimsy little card.
Interesting. Very well.
It's...
The scales... They're wavering.
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome.
Oh.
It appears the convictions of both sides are...
This is... something I believe.
Hear thee, children of humanity. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the... One from Ide Silicii, the nameless hero. However, heed the true weight of conviction originates not from itself, but rather in that which tips the scales. Hope itself.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here. What tipped the scales wasn't Finan's conviction alone, but the collective hopes carried by this oracle card. Humanity...
Yes, even you and your people, Kremnoan.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier, and if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight till my last breath. That's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction. And
a brilliant explanation. Just as prophesied, on this day, the final two heroes shall join the Flame Chase journey.
I should have known from the start. They all say, Lady...
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't come here for bloodshed, did he?
The Kremnoans far outmatch Akima's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it?
Do you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for our love of battle, would show mercy.
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline. And so, we can only assume that this is on your orders.
Perhaps Akama isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp the true marrow of power more clearly than those elders.
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast? Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. And at this moment, history shall remember this moment. The prophesied Chrysos heirs now stand assembled.
You must see it now, how different this is from the flame.
Lygus is back?
Ah, I merely stepped backstage so as not to disrupt your immersion. Patience. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories. They are of particular in such as this very moment. This is a moment calculated by the gods. What comes after is no different from that which you already know. Ah, come. Your seat awaits. After 13 heartbeats, our heroes will be ferried to the final scene.
They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless as the yet now. Or so. In the end, the black tide still swallowed everything.
Hey, she's got the other, like, weapon that the Flame Reaver holds.
The West stands protected by mighty Scrimnoans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anaxa deployed wards in the north and east before. We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield, and the people answer her call, rallying to the city's defense. Let's move. Cavalry has given their core flame. We must complete the Era Nova before
That only leaves 3 hours.
So?
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysos heir.
Then why? Why must Emphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, why does it look like this?
I don't know. We haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Not for a long, even if we only see the long, long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. So, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. After which, we shall all face oblivion. Or embark on one final.
Okay. Oryx.
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Oryx.
It matters not. I know fate has run its course.
The Black Tide has reached Akama. Emphorius doesn't... It is time for the...
As agreed, I shall present the... Ride the river of time. It will guard your path. Step through and witness.
Professor Anaxa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As now, it's our turn.
I I don't need another pep talk, Finan. After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village, haven't we?
Yeah. Come. Let's claim the miracle we were promised.
And then rise as the first light of a new world.
Light calendar 4931, the third week of the month of Evernight. Well, and the end. The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Please, accept the invitation. Beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials. Then you'll understand how the mortal called Finan, that the so-called Deliverer, is nothing more than Emphorius's own delusion. Please, esteemed one, the answers...
The future revealed by the
Just what will we...
The vortex of Genesis. Just what is...
Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that's... It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury. The vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more befitting of our final act? Come, I beseech you onward, buoyed by your surging as an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach. You have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted. You now, if you would.
My journey to the
Aranova
Enough talk. Go.
So what if there's
Now
any
this
Emperor's
is one sorry excuse for an error.
I just know, beyond the Aranova.
Go on, Snowy. Make the Era Nova.
I guess.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey.
This will be a romantic story, like... You think so too, right?
Ah, indeed. In his memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains a total of 33,550,335 times.
Oh no.
Is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, a never-ending cycle. Seeing is believing. Or perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate need.
Going to all these, I'm not kind of separate.
Take your time. Look around as...
Flashbang.
Not a single soul to be seen. So this is how the vortex looks at the end of days. Looks like I've got company after all. So, executioner. Castaways. Didn't you?
Yes. I've become Death's demigod, and shall never again walk the world of the living. What you see is the surging of the river of souls, brought on by the They cry out. Though dead, they'll converge into it.
I will take all the wishes of the departed with me. Please. Everyone. Fight with me. To the very last.
I hear them. The dead hail you. They're prepared. Go on, Deliverer. We'll keep that executioner in our shadows.
These numbers, everything's...
There's water everywhere. This place is always so wet and sticky. Even my tail's getting heavy. Plus that burnt smell. And that sizzling noise. Yikes. Nobody from Dolos could stand this.
So you feel it too?
Go on then. I'll handle the filth.
Let me fight with you. Better.
Hey, remember what the seamstress said? You know what really matters.
Yeah. I'll leave it to you then.
Wow, someone's not shy. I'll distract that executioner. You go turn the world's biggest lie into truth. Let me become the first wind of your...
It's a crazy number. 7,753,021. Oh, only 2,000.
Just shut up and get out of here! Are you crazy, Mighty? Immortal or not, even if...
Oh, no, I know you can. I just wanted to request that you witness the Era Nova with me. Together. Let's prove that we're enough to transcend the prophesized fate.
Could it be that now, at the critical juncture, our mighty deliverer is chickening out? Scared of a stupid prophecy? I'll transcend the prophesized fate. All right. But I've got a better way. As the son of Gorgo, I'll prove myself with one last grand victory. Just like when I ripped out the old king's heart. Go. Leave this to me. If the black tide creatures block out the sun, then when I'm done with that executioner, we'll raise our cups where the west winds end.
Okay, only 800,000. Ika?
Hey, little one.
I wish we understood Ika.
As brave as Hyatt. Stay close, little Ika. What? I see. I won't squander your kindness. So please, keep this bit of sky. There's one last thing I need to do before the era nova. Come, Executioner. Let this patch of...
Is that 33 million?
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate.
So even the future revealed by the Titans may not come to pass.
The Era Nova. This unrivaled masterpiece. I have no regrets now that I may entrust it to my most trusted.
Are you saying?
Fate is ever unassailable. The golden threads tell me the black tide rushes toward the vortex, ready to swallow this place. I must weave the last of my humanity into a net to hold back the deluge. I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Wine.
Now, the hour of forgive me. I must snip away every risk to weave the strongest future, for there is nothing more to say. We part here. I shall personally dispatch that wretched executioner, not with threads of gold.
That prophesied future. The flower future. You. Please. Allow me to let me answer your cruel fate by tearing that executioner's heart from...
The vortex of Genesis. The last time I was here, I was returning the... I didn't have the time to observe it in too much detail back then. But a holy sanctuary of the Titans.
Well, the court, it's my honor to walk the final stretch with them.
Oh. Getting it? Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth.
Of course.
But I'll say the same to you. Now go.
Yeah.
Just time for that wretched executioner to pay what they owe.
You really think you're the world's course? Very.
Okay, I have to talk to him to view it.
You the world's course. Ah, very well. As the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been rapturously awaiting your arrival. I believe that since you've bathed in that eon's gaze, you can make Amphorius's frozen fate flow once again. Feeling a bit lost? As you now see, this scene marks the final act of the drama Amphorius. The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand. Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion. He is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the Nameless, and this time under his guidance, what choice shall the hero? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together and give a rousing the master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burnt their...
Uh-oh. Cutscene?
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner.
With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
Oh.
The time has come.
Oh, good thing I have a team.
Once again. Start everything.
Are you the West Wind?
Away we go.
We can do it.
Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us! As you wish.
We can do anything.
Root here.
Are you the West Wind?
Away we go. Bonk.
Delivering warmth.
Return to my dream. Blazing sun.
This ends. Night the dawn!
Cutscene? Yep.
How is this possible?
Yep. That was true. The theory was correct.
Destruction. Now twinned. You then set your blood ablaze. Your fury.
Let's try it this other way.
Ugh. I have to. Man. Okay. I actually have to put thought behind it.
As you wish. Mavis. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
I'm on it. You can do it.
Underestimating us will cost you. The future is great.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
My fury. One person alone may witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. That person can only be you. Why not let wrath incinerate fate? Theoros' fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change. After all, you've also been bathed in that eon's much like that scepter we spoke of earlier. It was only under the same eon's
Oh wait,
glance
Nanook,
that was reborn.
right?
That's right.
Or am I thinking of the wrong thing?
You recall, I mentioned it at the very start.
I may be wrong.
Now, allow me to... The eternal land, known as Emphorius, is nothing more than the scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation. A bottomless well of fury, aimed at the god who cast it aside.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire.
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur.
Then why? Why must Emphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
You see it too? Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're more like a shattered telescope.
Music? That's from his trailer, right?
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out...
Yeah, that's from his trailer.
They were coming from the black tide all along.
Yeah. Welcome back, Izumi. Or if you were still here, just lurking. Yeah, no, it's the music from his trailer, if I recall. I did a reaction to it. Either it's trailer or teaser. I think it's trailer, though.
Is that Emphorius crying?
Or maybe it is screaming at its creator.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Orynyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Emphorius, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Emphorius is merely a larger ID Silicii. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey.
Dude, this feels just like Genshin because of how we're trapped in Teyvat now. And we've got some sort of powers similar in Genshin. Outside the sky. And we're going on a journey.
What then is this so-called Era Nova?
Crazy stuff. Even though that may not have anything to do with it, but it just gives off those vibes. If you get what I'm saying.
And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
Freaking Lygus.
As a reward for reaching the end of the world, let me, as the Theoros, I have observed Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Amphorius.
So, the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true, but from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
Yep. I had a feeling.
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds. This is the endpoint of Amphorius' calculations.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you'll...
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation...
She is very small. Like, if you compare her to Finan, or even March, like, she's like almost like 3/4 of March. She's like small. You can see it here.
It comes from the blemished one, whose name is Destruction itself. And Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination. Nikos 496.
Oh, is that like his code name of Amphorius?
Philia 093.
I guess for her too.
No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphorius' long-held... In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb,
Or
we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right?
True.
Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Eons.
Oh, it's under the watch of many. He just wants to deny it.
Strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending. Revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you are capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream, and the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius.
Don't fool.
If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the... And it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chased journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the gods. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you...
She would have to sacrifice or something?
All right. Let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on. Cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the
Guess I'll have to check it out
world.
when I get the chance.
Tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream,
disappearing in some small corner of the world, quietly, waiting for the day when...
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Aranova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. Until Amphorius welcomes a true dawn.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past. And
now you can truly see how small she is compared.
I promise you. The pain.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade.
Pretty much, yeah.
After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start carry the primordial chaos. Just as your name suggests. And bear this world. So long. Kozlana.
Kevin Kozlana. Honkai Impact 3rd reference. I just got chills. That's a big name drop. Some people might not even have realized this name drop now thinking about it. But luckily I know the name. Even though I've never played.
Oh. I have observed.
Oh. Cutscene. Shattering reality?
I will wait for that day, for as long as it takes. The day will come.
Holy.
And follows in our footprint, writing everything that ever was.
Oh.
That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
07. Oh. Oh, here's his form.
The world is collapsing. And the people are crying. We too must part ways here.
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger.
Everything is as it was.
You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again.
You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you.
Let it flow. It's time for me to go.
Even if it's a path with no turning back.
When have we ever had the luxury of turning back?
Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins? Will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction?
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. A real, living person.
But then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together.
No. I'm afraid I'm on my own this time.
Why?
Because there is no perfect solution in this world. And I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bringing endless fury to the darkness sweeping the world. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this... Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults,
there's no go, Kaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world, burn yourself up with all your might, wield your futility like a sword, and fight.
In the name of world-bearing Atkefali, we'll never forget.
Oh.
So, time retreated behind me. Until it reached the origin, where nothing ever exists, just as Professor Anaxa once said. In that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the Light Calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky.
Ciliosi, okay.
While she could not seize the core flame, from that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty,
Oh, the character, the one that was teased for next, for 3.5.
Heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on
The one that looks like Farina, if I recall.
And that was the first doomed flame chase journey.
So what
Hi,
you're saying
Celine.
is, you've traveled back down the river of time, finally reaching this untouched
Oh,
seabed
so
just
this
to
is what
show
she
us
sounds like.
the flame chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiorum, please take me to meet Her Majesty Ceridra. I must.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland. Call me High Sealans.
Sealands. Oh, she's got like scales on her face slightly. Interesting.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one. But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued
I
the
feel like
flame
her
chase
voice
decree,
really fits her character.
heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Hynan?
Wait, Paimon? Oh no.
Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen? All right, nameless swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intention. Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Light up the dark.
Oh. Nice moves. We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Light up the dark. Light up the dark.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last. I can meet with her. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She really...
The second thing to note? Only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
Am I thinking of the wrong character then? That's a Goliath.
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Those names. Okay.
It's you.
You know them?
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were the Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysealence. Don't thank me.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you.
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, so... how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments, and wither in the soil of foreign lands.
She's stunned.
Is that correct, Lady Treby?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, nothing.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, but do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse. And through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after the Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the... But this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life. Yes, I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans, one by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also... Until finally... But tell me, if that's truly the case, why...
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me.
Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
raised his sword and attacked. Then Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future? I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows, just climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope. And the nymph, after that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak, and my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Okay.
Absolute nonsense.
I thought cycles was...
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons? Paths?
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting...
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history...
If the other Anaxagoras is too bad, now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Of course. The core flames were meant to... Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles...
I've already heard the same thing.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, we've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Dang it.
Existence is of no consequence. The future will come. No other choice but forward for tomorrow. I can't let them down. The future will come. No other choice but forward. No matter. I will once more give everything. Existence is of no consequence. Core flames consume me. Tear the sky. Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You're already much luckier than the other students. Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
You sure do love stealing the spot. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say—
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery.
That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. This is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Core Flame Thieves. You really think you can scare off a—
This gloomy little brat. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
You think? I'm just gonna rewind time.
They're
So that's how it
exactly
works.
Like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet,
sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. We're a bit along the way.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
You've arrived, Zagreus.
What? You know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words.
Save. You think better than any. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number—
1,596.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair.
I've come this far. And that—
But someday you will.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blood. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. This is the final.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it—
Oh, back to this line.
999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brad, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first step— This little rat is not as smart as you can deal with just by yourself!
Existence is of no consequence. Tomorrow! I can't let them down. A future will come. I'm fine. No other choice but—
In my memories, Zagreus, their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
I know. It always. And then, driven by defiance, or exactly like the countless past hers I've known,
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out, Cat, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question.
Well, thank you for that. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to a...
Whether you believe me or not, I'll...
All right, then.
Silence.
This is...
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cythera. Give us some... This isn't for her, but for... You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. For old time's sake. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of.
Of course. I've been wondering. What kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon...
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter, make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate, even if it's futile, you. We all...
Yes. Even if it is futile.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods, with my own... Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story!
And so, at the end, the traveler and the scholar. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fate. In the endless darkness, for no reason. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Reduced to ashes. It happens in every journey.
You don't look so good.
Even after going through 108,642 mighty. Your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah. I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely after that one and only time we walked side by side. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak...
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you...
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely...
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember.
I'll keep that in mind.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. Enough. You've probably heard this There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace. Step forward and face... I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till death.
Time to temper myself. Future will come. I'm fine. I can't let them down.
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish. Full glory. I salute you.
That's all I ever wanted. Doja Helios.
Her agony! The flames are empty shit. So without substance. Hail the new dawn! Is that all?
If you can, deliver. Use the flames of your fury to scorch your uncle.
So without substance. Quench the flames of blood. Is that all? Branded with strife. Is that all? Empty ship. Sun tear the sky. Mightimos. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Well fought. You may crown yourself in my blood. In your next life,
The 108,000. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loomed. The blaze was still not enough, even if it meant burn.
Million.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Allow me to ask, how many cord...
24,041,183.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol.
No matter. I will bear as long as...
I must refuse. I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the pet will never again suffer.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finan I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still be...
In the end, it seems the clash of blades was an...
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, even Kefali cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their mud deaths. At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
It's time to temper myself. Tomorrow! I'm fine.
I ask you to rest here!
I must transform my soul into a raging fire. Must burn that idol of destruction.
All of this. How is it any different from that brutal future?
Hail the new dawn! So without substance.
I can't keep him here.
Sun tear the sky! All stars burn to ash. So without substance.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Let this be a tribute to your million struggles. But
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
the core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. It should shine upon all. Light the path. 2,003,432 cycles. 24,041,184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos.
$4 million?
You're here.
You're still lingering. Deep within.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. You're still waiting for a miracle.
If that thread of hope exists, if it's just a traveler with no connection to
Your thoughts are But even within the gods' cold calculations, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been?
4 million. Exactly.
Then that blaze inside of you must be...
Yes. When I've the destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just... And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end. No. I've already found a way to keep the cycle... mind... in every new cycle. All I have to do is push the next finite to the... Then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I...
Bold plan, but risky. What if...
Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. But even in this wretched prison, I never forget what set me on...
Wait, you...
Not once. In millions of cycles has there...
$23 million.
As the demigod of the sky, a healer of...
A black tide. It's consuming you. Hand over the core flame.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed in front of those
Cynthia. I swear, deaths won't be in vain. Just as they have never been. Finish the sun's work.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of its just... I don't understand. The part of that warmth that should come from you.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I have kept to everyone's wishes close, even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end, over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about your wishes? Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is, without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever be...
Now that is an unexpected revelation, and I suppose that makes me the
No, an empty flame saves no one, but I still believe in Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight. The only thing I can do is become... May the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun. May they bring Amphorius. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire. Grant it my strike!
Hurts. Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world...
The core flame rose, and this time remained the same. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike any. This was the end of the world. For a moment, that being known as Iron Tomb, its will to break free from the blood. Is this Amphorius's? I will still never 23 million. 5, no more chasing is needed. The flame chases in some quiet walk through a sea of blood. Then let me be the one to until another dawn rises.
Now we're caught back up.
33 million. This is the cycle you're about to end.
Countless memories, countless versions of myself have stood here.
They all needed a moment, just like you do, to stop. And just like them,
I must go. I must say goodbye to you. And then fight.
Yes.
I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames. I will stop Era Nova.
Looks then I should be going to.
You only exist in...
Do you remember what she said? You finally found him.
Friend. I see. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey.
No. You know the truth. It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to... I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to be.
Do you remember? In that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel, and when hesitation took hold, the What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed.
True.
Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, do you still remember it?
Remember the past. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable.
Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade. You arrived in this strange world and were bound by it. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction. Then the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb. Save... that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if he takes on the weight of the whole, he'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, and if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart. Finally. Cyrene. A page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero and I will walk the unfinished path. Just like the Count.
Tell me, will you be the blaze even if all of you?
Without hesitation. Remember this moment. Remember your friends, who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes, and let the purest rage in your heart rise and let it consume you. Fuel you, until it burns away the false. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you,
take it.
Oh.
Everything I bear.
Let's go.
Keep on burning.
Same exact scene.
As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
Nanook. Ayo. Music. Since she's had the gaze of Nanook set upon him.
Do not bow your head to them.
Holy. Oh, we're shielded by the cognitive anchor, or is he shielding us?
take it. Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold, and never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Kaslana, the name of one who bears chaos, does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, as the prophecy foretold. You will...
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,000.
If the outcome is sin, your silence, shall I take that to mean
fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million, and yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33 million. So tell me, Lycurgus.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience, but you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish, but that is the moment. I shall sound the paean of Lord.
Your incompetence disappoints me. Think about it. In this story, perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago, because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured.
Yeah.
In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of... In the 23,570,000th cycle, this by its faint glow, that sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will. Drown in the nook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as if I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And grant you a dawn where all stars burn!
Oh. Him growing as he does more journeys. Animation. I saw this on YouTube. I'm glad I didn't watch it, because I didn't want to get spoiled. Oh, Nanook gazing through the sky.
Are you ready, Nanook?
shit. Hold up. Hey, yo. Dude, this animation's clean. Oh, there's music too. Yo, okay. Hey, yo. Oh wait, is that one of the not emanators, it's one of the emanators of destruction? I think one of Nanook's lackeys. Oh? Oh my god, is that just his body 1,000 times over? Or millions of times over? Pause. Okay. He made a mark on the Nook. And of course it's gonna heal. But still, making it a mark on an Eon? Oh, but still, it's an Eon nevertheless. The the most powerful beings that we know of.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
Mm.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon. You have stepped onto destruction's path. It is born. Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. I have from the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After endless simulations, after 33,550,000, this is a matter of considerable. But there is another. But after fate has begun to turn, is existed perhaps. The time to take the stage has come. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for...
I'll do this another day. Because doing all these chapters takes time.
Wake up! Wake up!
Ma'am?
Buddy, wake up! You're finally awake. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, that's right! At this very moment, my memories are fine. After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus. Little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now. Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself.
Is that Cyrene?
I'm glad that I remembered in the end. Don't worry. We're not truly parting. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,505,000 this way. You'll carry all that has come before. My mission ends here. But looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes. I was the first. And the only one who got to finally meet you. So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be in the one after that, and the one after that.
I had a feeling she was Cyrene.
Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace, without even realizing it. We'd already taken a wonderful journey together. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow. Go, find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. No need to say it out, it's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff, forever warm.
Now, let's turn to the next page.
That was really loud.
A page that exists because of you.
Oh? Us back in time. Oh, Cyrene.
Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
Oh. Oh, and it just stops there. Interesting.